Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afijal, and today I would like to make a video about the dream country. It's in the purpose of UTS segment. Russia is the name of the country that I put as my dream country. Before we talk about the uniqueness or culture of the country, let us recognize more about Russia first. Russia, officially known as the Russian Federation, is a federation country that systems semi-presidential, with a sub-republic constitutional in Europe and North Asia or Eurasia, the northern part from northwest to southeast. Okay, and the next is the size of the Russia. Russia is the biggest country in the world with a wide area over 70 million kilometers. And the population of Russia is on the ninth position of the biggest populations in the world, with a population of approx 147 million people. And the capital city of Russia is Moscow. And official language in Russia is Russia. And then there are some ethnic groups that live in Russia. There are Russia, Tatar, Ukraine, Armenia, Bashkir, Khulfas, etc. And currency of Russia is ruble. The religions in Russia. The biggest religions in Russia is Christian, and it's followed by atheists and Muslim. Okay, this was the introductions of the country, and now we're gonna talk about the uniqueness of Russia.
Okay, the first, Russia has the longest railway in the world, and the railway name is Trans-Serbia. It stretches from Moscow to Volgograd, and its length until 5774 mil. And and then for the second, in Russia they use two calendar for defining day and death because of the shape of the country really big. Of course, there are many timelines over there, and they use two calendars for defining day. There are Hijriya calendar and Julian calendar. And then the number three, a lot of cats live in museum. In Russia, you will find over 1,000 cats in museum. The name Hermitage, and then the staff of the museum really take care of them. If you wanna adopt a cat, just go to the Hermitage Museum, and they will give you a chance to adopt any cat, but by any qualifications. And the number four, Russia is on nine of the biggest populations in the world. And then next, number five is in Russia, we will get educations easily. In Russia, they apply free educations for their civilians. And then they apply 3 years for signature high school, 6 years for junior high school, and 2 years for vocational high school or senior high school. Okay, and number nine is Russia has the coldest city in the world. There are some cold city in the Russia, but there is just only one the coldest city in the world. It's placed in Serbia, and the name of the city is Olympiacon. And then the lowest temperature there, it can be until minus 77 Celsius degrees Celsius. Okay, before this we have talked about the uniqueness of Russia, and now we're gonna talk about the culture or lifestyle of Russians. Maybe this will be a culture shock for us as Indonesians if we go to Russians. And this is for knowledge for you guys if you wanna go to visit the country, so that we will not be shocked with their culture shock. Okay, for the first, we must don our food. If we are a guest, we visit our friends' home. If we go there, and then if we are prepared food by the home's owner, we must don the food. We cannot leave it even just a little. We must don the food because it for showing respect to their effort for making food. But if we do the opposite, they will be disappointed against us, and they will get mad on us if we don't food. So uh, if we can, we just don't the food for respect about against them. Okay, for number two, we must understand the term of a broad Russian soul. Broad Russian soul is created by Russians because the Russian really openly and respect against different culture, different people, and even in this with the strangers people. So just make sure that you will get warm in a cool city. Okay, for the third is the metro trains uh, is a favorite transportations for Russians, and the railway has a many enthusiasts. There are more than 9 million people use the metro trains every single day. Okay, number four is avoid to do handshaking at the door because it's unusual there. And if you visit your friend's home, just avoid to do a shaking hands at the door because it's unusual for them. And then even it will cause conflict because it's something unusual for them. Just don't do that. Okay, for the five is a Russian girl. They always use makeup on point everywhere because they really take care of their look. Even though they don't go really far from their home, like they just go out for grab some food and it's not far from their home, they will use makeup on point. They always wanna look like they're gonna get wedding, especially for the girl who's not married. Okay, there's all the culture shock of Russia that I know, and I hope after you watch the video, you will not get the culture shock, and you will not be shocked after you arrive at the country. And then next, I'm gonna talk about the traditional food from Russia. Okay, there are some food from Russia, traditional Russia food that I know. For the first, there is beef stroganoff. And the for second is Almeni, and the third is Blini, and the four is Piroski, for the five is Salad Oliver, and the six is Broski, and the seven is Solinka, and the eight is Golubski, and the nine is Katspuri, and the 10 is Shashlik, and the 11 is Merohemoy, and then the 12 is potato or okroska, and the 13 is kinkai, and the 14 is jarkai, and the 15 is knis. Okay, there are 15 traditional food from Russia that I know, and I hope guys you will take a shot of this food one day. And yes, that's all from me about the Russian. Okay, right now I'm gonna tell you guys why I put Russia as my favorite country and my dream country. Okay, for the first, there is a place in Russia that I want to visit that named Siberia. I usually watch the vlog about of the place, and the place really beautiful with the view. When especially it's getting winter, oh my god, I really cannot think that if there is a beautiful place like that, and I never see a place like that in whole my life. And then for the second is I wanna know more about the historic about the Union Soviet at the country because of course we all guys know the Union Soviet, and I want to see the heritage of the Union Soviet that lived in the museum. And maybe only that's two reasons why I put the country as my favorite country, or my dream country. Okay, that's all about Russia from me, and I hope that you get entertainment of my video. And then I pray for you, for we all guys, that we can arrive at our dream country one day. And yes, see ya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.